This is not for children. If you are under 13, you should probably stop watching this video. Okay, now if you are a kid and you are still watching this video, well then I guess the FTC is going to fine me a couple of $100 and more, so thanks a lot for putting me into debt. Okay, on with the video. Today we are doing Apex Legends Battle Royale. I don't mean that this is a normal video. Today we are going to see in a real life scenario who would win. Who would win? The answer will be interesting. Okay, off the bat, Revenant dies with Pathfinder and Mirage. Okay, I can see a lot of people yelling that at the screen, but just let me go through some of the probable wondering how could Revenant and Pathfinder not be like the top tier? Well, simple. Hacker, Crypto. Well, he could probably hack Pathfinder and Revenant just because they're good at their job. Doesn't mean that Crypto can't hack them. Now, some of you are okay, I'm getting this again. Probably wondering why Octane and Mirage next. Well, simple. They aren't the ones that are going to be hiding in the dark corner or making no noise or doing something like that. No, these guys, they're everywhere. Like, they're everywhere. Their talk shows, boom. As a matter of fact, Octane literally, in the lore of the character, he literally is a live streamer, which is, you know, not exactly the best thing to do when you could potentially be in a blood sport. Oh, right over there, I think he's live streaming. Get him! Yeah, so, that would probably make sense. I mean, like, Crypto could probably, Revenant or Crypto could probably come in and kick their butts. Probably, actually, now I think of it, Revenant and Pathfinder would probably be around the second when they probably go at first. So. Okay, no, change that. They're dead now, but Mirage and Octane were the first ones to go. Pathfinder and Revenant are the next ones. But okay, so right off the bat, 4 Legends dead in the first 2 minutes. Pretty good. That's pretty good. So anyway, let's move on. Okay, so anyway, so yeah. So now Crypto is on my I survived list. The next bunch of victims: Bloodhound, Bangalore, Lifeline, and Caustic. This is when it gets a little harder. First I thought Bangalore would be the next, but then I realized that she can call in a bombing strike. Well, a lot of you might say, so what? What's your point? My point is that missiles don't just come flying out of the sky, which means that the military is probably still with her. So yeah, and Gibraltar is dead. So is Lifeline. And to everyone else, except Bloodhound, since they are probably sharpening their knife in the corner, waiting for the last one, since they are probably so smart and whatnot, or whatever. So yeah, now it's just Bloodhound, and Bangalore for versus, which I'd like to say that it's probably going to end up instead of knife in the corner of the room, waiting for the last one, which in this case is Bangalore. So it's probably not exactly one of those Arnold Schwarzenegger comes out with Predator's head. No, it's kind of the opposite here with Predator, in this case, Bloodhound coming out with Bangalore. So anyway, Bloodhound, Watson, and Wraith, and Caustic. I'm still putting Caustic onto the list because he's a scientist. He'll probably just be waiting for a while. So anyway, let's get into the science. So here we go. Let's go with Watson. Okay, so for this bit, I looked up how much electricity it takes to destroy a rock, and I didn't find it. But then I found an article on how much lightning it would take to destroy a rock. So now let's just say it's lightning. Okay. Now let me check the numbers again, and so is okay. Oh my god, goodness, 3 mg. Oh my god, holy, oh my gosh. Okay guys, we have a new front runner. Oh my gosh, if she knew how she can use this, then she could do so much more than give a static shock. No, she could literally destroy you. Okay, your brain, science, your...
There's sniper ammo here.
Okay, so here's some quick brain science. Okay, so those of you who haven't thoroughly studied the body before, basically, how the brain operates and moves all your arms to do anything from watching this video to blinking to pretty much everything. How this works is they actually use electricity to basically shock your limbs into moving from eating to watching this video. So basically, imagine if you could control that flow of electricity. Some in the comments are probably yelling at me saying, how the heck can she do this? This makes no sense. I'm just saying, okay, this is for interest. I'm just putting this in because I think it's interesting, and why not? So anyway, okay, so imagine this. A wraith comes out of the middle of nowhere, does some weird kunai stuff or whatever, tries to get her, and then boom, she's all of a sudden frozen, floating in midair with a bunch of electricity comes out of the middle of nowhere and blows her up. Yes, haha, yes, because of course.
Thinking I owe you anything.
Now, I mean, some might like to say, well, what about the whole voices from the void thing? I'd like to say, again, just because this is some interdimensional stuff doesn't mean that the brain still needs to process it. No, the brain still needs to process it. So if she could just do something like shut down some electrical things in the brain to process it, then she could pretty much theoretically just stop the whole, oh, I can hear voices and stuff in my head. So basically, yeah, that's one off the bat. What about the others, you may ask? They're probably already dead because you could do the exact same thing. Some might say Caustic could melt Some might say that Caustic could melt some electrical thing because he uses that. Because in game he can destroy the wires or fences or wherever it's called. Well, and to that I say, I originally thought that would work, but then I realized that she would have probably already guessed that by now and probably would have done him in too. So yeah, basically Watson wins. This video's over. 1 second, I'm just gonna take a break. 1 second, I'm just gonna play some Apex. That was a very kind of stressful video, actually. Oof, yeah. I'm just going to. Okay, who am I gonna play? Crypto! Okay, so here we go. So yeah, I don't even. Okay, ooh, deep breaths. Deep breaths holding. Okay, so remember how I said about the whole she can do the whole electricity thing and stuff? Well, I still like to say that she doesn't have some supernatural ability to be like Storm and just make a bunch of lightning come out of the middle of nowhere. No, she has to use these big things that giant thing on her back, or these things called notes that she puts everywhere. Yeah. But now, basically, some might say, "Oh, hey, well, you said that she could cut the flow of the entire body system. Why can't she just do the same to Crypto?" Well, because lightning, like, for any of those who haven't watched this episode of of game 3, where Austin goes over how in the Five Nights at Freddy's game, Help Wanted, it would probably make no sense for the giant lightning bolt to come out of the middle of nowhere and shock the robots to death. And as a matter of fact, it would probably shock you. Well, like, so what I'm trying to say here is basically this may be like 5 million years into the future, but she still can do some. She can't still be like, oh hey, I have this giant thing on my back that can shoot lightning bolts up to 1,000,000 meters. Because then that's pretty much scientifically possible, at least now. So yeah, I doubt that that's going to really happen. And anyway, yeah, so she's basically would end up getting shocked, which actually probably wouldn't really hurt her since she's wearing all this electrical gear. But still, she could probably get shocked instead. Not to mention the fact that Crypto could probably come out of the middle of nowhere and be like, guess what? I'm hacking you 5 feet away from you. You need to get closer to come here. So yeah, he could probably hack Watson, get rid of all get rid of all those little pesky notes, and then finish her off. Just because, yeah. By the way, I should have said this in the beginning of the video, but there isn't using guns, just the character's abilities. So yeah, Crypto would end up winning. Oh my gosh, I am going crazy. It's the end of video.
Yes.
Make sure to comment and subscribe to Schmello, and see you guys later. Bye.